Turki Alalshikh wants to shake things up. He no longer wants to see fighters get in that ring and run around getting chased like an episode of Tom and Jerry. Turki Alalshikh wants to cut all that crap out. So listen, if you're a fighter and you want to be on a Riyad Season card, you better start revising your strategy, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, you better start ironing out your game plan, because guess what? If you go in that ring, and you run around for 12 rounds, you're never going to be on a Riyad Season card again, mate. Because Turki Alalshikh, he's just not having it. He's not having it. But is Turki Alalshikh actually right to put that out there? Because a lot of fans have been venting their frustrations with some of the recent Riyad cards because they've been boring. Fighters running around. Listen, I'm not going to say no names because I don't want to shit on no fighters, man. Do you know what I mean? I respect fighters. I don't want to shit on them. I don't want to give them smoke. This is about Turki Alalshikh and what he said. Should Turki Alalshikh actually say something like that and put it out in the public? A man in his position, a position of power, a man who has to negotiate with fighters on their contracts, on their fight, negotiate deals, etc., etc. Is he really responsible for Turki Alalshikh to say things like that? Listen, I want to keep it real with you. I want to keep it real with you. Do you know what I mean? You know me, it's Enzo. I'm the realest in the game, real authentic, and man of integrity. So I'm going to keep it real with you. For me personally, Turki Alalshikh, I think he's barking at the wrong tree. Do you know what I mean? Turki Alalshikh is barking at the wrong tree. Listen, for me, I've got a different angle on this. I don't blame the fighters. I don't blame the fighters at all. I blame us, the fans. And I say us because I include myself in it. Because look at the fans' attitude towards a fighter when they lose. As soon as the fighter takes an L, a lot of the fans don't want to know. Do you know what I mean? They do not want to know. They'll give that fighter hell. Oh, look at him. He's been exposed. Oh, look at him. He was limited. Oh, look at him. He wasn't that good anyway. Come on, we bash fighters, man. Do you know what I mean? We absolutely slaughter fighters once they lose. Like, if they're undefeated, a prospect, and they lose and they get smoked in the ring, all of a sudden, look, I told you. Do you know what I mean? I told you so. Do you know what I mean? Like, fighters just can't get a break, man. Do you know what I mean? So, because of the attitude of the fans, a lot of fighters don't want to take the risk. They don't want to lose. They don't want to go in the ring and get knocked out. They don't want to get smoked. They don't want to get badly beaten. So their whole style then becomes about lateral movement, fighting on the back foot, etc., etc., trying to avoid that full engagement. Because they're thinking, yo, if I'm going to lose, I want to lose, but damage limitations here. I'm not going to take as much damage. Or some fighters just want to protect their own. Because ever since Mayweather, who really marketed his whole product, the whole package was based on Mayweather being undefeated. People were going to Mayweather's fights to see him lose. They wasn't going to Mayweather's fights because they wanted to see him win. They wasn't buying the pay-per-views because they wanted to see him win. No. People hated Mayweather so much, they wanted to see him lose. So they bought more pay-per-views. So the whole marketing strategy for Mayweather was staying undefeated. That's why Mayweather adapted his style in a way that it will protect his so he doesn't lose. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like Mayweather kind of fucked up the game for the rest of the fighters. Do you know what I mean? And I love Mayweather. Like, he's probably one of my favorite fighters of all time. He's definitely of all time. He's definitely my top 5. Mayweather, fantastic fighter. But I feel like he fucked it up for the rest of the boxers, because ever since Mayweather, man, the way these fighters want to protect their O's is incredible. They just don't want to lose. In fact, a lot of fighters are scared to lose. Hence why they have a style which enables them to navigate different situations in the ring for them to protect their O. Do you know what I mean? So for me, when I look at it from that perspective, and the fans also being very negative towards a fighter that loses a fight, I don't blame the fighters for fighting the way they do. I seriously don't. Like it's for us the fans to change our attitude towards fighters who lose. If we change our attitude, like listen, if a lot of us boxing fans are like, yo, listen, you lose, fair enough, man, it's fine. Come back stronger. Me myself, like I love a great comeback story. Like, you know those fighters that they get smoked, get knocked out, they lose, everyone's doubting them. Do you know what I mean? Everyone counts them out, and then all of a sudden they come back from out of nowhere, go on to win titles in different weight divisions, whatever. Like I respect those type of fighters. I respect those type of fighters, yeah, that take a L, take a beating, whatever, yeah, go back in the gym, train harder, come back and make it right. I respect those fighters. Do you know what I mean? More than I respect a fighter who's undefeated, but you've been fighting bums all your life, man. I got no respect for you, man. You're taking no risks. Do you know what I mean? You are taking no risks whatsoever. What are you protecting? You're fighting a bunch of bums, mate. Why are you protecting? Do you know what I mean? So I got no respect for those type of fighters. You know, so that's what I'm saying. That Turki Alalshikh, he should be a bit more responsible about what he says out there. Because listen, whether we like it or not, there's certain things I don't agree with Turki Alalshikh, and there's certain things that I agree with him, but he's got a lot of power in boxing. His words mean a lot in boxing because he's the one dishing out the cash, man. He's the one dishing out, spreading the millions about. Do you know what I mean? And he has to go back and negotiate with these fighters, shake hands with them, make deals with them. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, yeah, this whole Riyad season promotion, whatever it's called, you know, mate, if these fighters decide to boycott Turki Alalshikh, where does Turki Alalshikh go from here? Do you know what I mean? The same fighters that Turki Alalshikh is criticizing here, throwing under the bus, if they say, you know what, it's cool, we're just going to stay with PBC, we're just going to stay with Matchrooms or whatever, we're not going to fight for Riyad Season, whatever. Where does Riyad Season go from there? What does Turki Alalshikh do? That's what I always say. Like, I did a video a couple of months ago. I was advising Turki Alalshikh, like indirectly, I was saying, yo, Turki Alalshikh, like, you might have your millions or whatever, and you're trying to make changes to boxing, but trust me, nobody owns boxing. Nobody owns boxing. Do you know what I mean? People have come and gone and tried to save boxing or change it. It just, listen, man, the establishments, the status quo always wins, man, always stays, man. I'm telling you. Do you know what I mean? I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying, man. Turki Alalshikh, sorry, man, I have to keep it real with you. The fighters are not really the problem, man. That's all I'm saying, man. I don't know. Listen, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, man. If I'm talking shit, whatever, let me know in the comments. You know what I mean? Listen, obviously certain fighters do take the piss. They do take the piss. Like, they just go in there, they want to survive. But listen, boxing is all about styles anyway. Styles make fights. Fighters from different regions of the world, Asia, you know what I mean, Africa, America, North America, South America, Europe, you know, West Europe, Eastern Europe. Do you know what I mean? Like the Caribbean. Like, fighters from different regions of the world fight with a different style, man. Do you know what I mean? If Turki Alalshikh wants fighters to all be gladiators and go full-on engagement, mate, you're going to have to change the mindset of their trainers as well in every single region. Because in every single region, they have their own style on how they coach fighters. Some regions, the coaches prefer their fighters to fight on the back foot and use lateral movement, etc. In some other regions, like Mexico and that, they're like that macho Camacho, like they want to go at it, toe to toe. Do you know what I mean? But that's not what everybody likes. Like sometimes Turki Alalshikh, I get it. You listen to the reactions of the fans online and everything like that. And because Turki Alalshikh is a fan himself and he's just a fan but with a lot of money, he'll then take the reactions from the fans, all that noise, and put it out there. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if he's trying to win points with fans and he's trying to make himself look more ordinary. I guess that's what he's trying to do. Trying to relate to the average guy on the streets that watches boxing. I think that's what he's trying to do. It's kind of like playing to the gallery, really, innit? Because he knows deep down, yeah, even if with this statement. He knows fighters ain't gonna change, right? Fighters have ego, man. Fighters have ego. And one thing fighters don't like is being told what to do. They don't like it. They don't take it very well. So for Turki Alalshikh, I feel like, mate, man, just be careful a little bit. I know you got all your money and your millions, but just be careful a little bit how you communicate to these fighters, because these guys, you're gonna have to go and negotiate deals with them again soon. What if they say no? What are you gonna do then? Do your boxing league with Dana White that nobody wants to join? Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes, mate, just be careful, you know, talk to people before you put something out there. Do you know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say on this whole debacle. But let me know in the comments what you think. Is it right for Turki Alalshikh to come out and say what he just said? Do you know what I mean? And do you agree with me? It's us, the fans, that need to change our attitude towards boxers, fighters in general. When they lose a fight, we maybe need to kind of like take it easy on their fighters and not really shit on them and give them a hard time about losing and talk about, oh, them being exposed or they were never that good. Maybe we should give fighters the chance and actually, you know what, kind of like praise them and say, big them up and say, yo, you know what, come back stronger. You lost, but come back stronger. Go back in the gym, work hard, and come back stronger. Let me know in the comments, my people. I really appreciate it. But for me, boxing is an art. Boxing is an art, is a science. And I love all styles, man. Even if someone's fighting on the back foot using lateral movement or whatever Turki Alalshikh is calling it, running, whatever. Like, listen, man, sometimes those guys that are running, sometimes it's the best fights, man. Because sometimes I like a fighter that's chasing the guy that's running and catches them, cut off the ring. I want to see how you cut off the ring. It's not just about the guy that's running. What about you, the guy that's chasing the guy that's running? Maybe you need to be more skilled on cutting off the ring, cutting off the angles so that you can let your shots go. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, interesting what Turki Alalshikh said. I don't really fully agree with him. I get what he's saying. I understand it as a boxing fan, but I don't feel like he should be putting statements like that out there, especially because he's going to be dealing with those same fighters, going to be negotiating with them. So let me know in the comments what you think, my people. I really appreciate it. Once again, thank you so much for watching EMGM Sports. It's me, your boy Enzo. Please don't forget to smash the like button. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, because that's the only way you're going to help us to grow. I'll be back real soon with another one. Until then, stay blessed, my people. Peace.